Puka, how would just generally your health? You played most of the full game the other day. Where are you at as far as your health goes?
Pretty good. Nothing that limited me during the game. Obviously just not at 100. We came around week 6, mid-season, going through it, but nothing where I wasn't able to perform my best out there on Saturday. So I felt really good. Um, Other than we didn't come out with the the right outcome.
Has it been frustrating for you just to come back and then get hurt again? And like, what's the process been like for you this season?
It's been a grind. Definitely something. I wouldn't say something that I'm not used to, but my freshman year, I broke my foot and kind of went through that injury. The idea of like being separated from the game and not having an opportunity to come back. So it's a blessing to have the opportunity to kind of rehab myself and make sure that I can get back to as much as full strength as I can to go out through the season. So a little bit of a grind, but that's what makes it fun. It makes coming out to practice, when I get the opportunity to practice because I've been hurt, it makes practice more fun. So on the bright side, I'd definitely say practice has been more fun because I missed a lot of them.
It seems like officials call the amount of hand fighting or grabbing between receivers and defensive backs differently. There were a couple in the Notre Dame game where it looked like you got pretty significantly grabbed. As a receiver, how do you handle that? What do you have to do to be prepared and adjust depending on what the refs are calling?
That's kind of a tough one. It's just like you said, they call it differently. Kind of each game, it varies how it all plays out. So it's something that you can't really prepare for. It's kind of as I think about it, it's like if I don't fight through the play, if I don't fight through the hold in or whatever may be going on, they may say the ball is uncatchable. So then I don't get the PI call. But if I fight through it, then there might not be no PI call, and then I'm a half a second behind the ball. So you just got to go out there and fight all the way through. I try to make every catch, and whether I'm getting held or I can barely walk. I'm gonna do my best effort to get out there and at least attempt to get that ball.
Do you see improvement from the offense now that we're in this week 7?
Yeah, I think we finally seen our run game come through, and then just kind of the click of everybody. I think it was an interesting one. It was nice to be out there with number 18 again and kind of have to be out there on the field with him. But then also our offense hasn't missed a beat as in the games before. Kind of noticing all the guys that have been there, Kibo Koss, Cody, the guys that have been in there, and obviously with our tight ends, Isaac and Mason, like the staples of our offense have still been there. Jaron, our leader of our offense, has still been keeping things rolling, and we've still been moving forward. And now it's nice. We hope. You thought at the beginning of the season that we would get all of our guys kind of by game 1 and game 2 and I kind of have everybody in there rolling, but it's come along right now and we feel really good where we're at and just kind of make sure that we keep pressing forward as we get in the later part of the season.
How do you think the dynamic of the offense changes with you and Gunnar both on the field together?
I think a little bit of a confidence thing, but it's this something I feel like I had mentioned earlier. It's like the standard is as much as last year we coming into the season we talked about me and Gunnar kind of set the standard for the season coming in this year, and being a veteran guy, the standard it's been changed. Cody, Kibo, and Koss, Chase Roberts, the guys that have been in there making those plays, that the standard has changed, and obviously in the beginning of the season we weren't running the ball as effective, so we were relying on the pass game, and those guys stepped up and made the plays when they were called upon. So that's what that was my take from my film watches. I've watched those guys. I've been around those guys for a long time. I'm in their practice with them in meetings, and what they do is make plays, and that's something that I took from just this past game, but something that I've been seeing them do all season is just continue to make plays. That's what we're asked to do, and just when the opportunity arises, we've got to make sure we're ready for that.
What challenges do you see from Arkansas?
This is funny. This reminds me of a team like of Ethan Slade's like on our team. There's kind of not necessarily an SEC football team. They're a really good team. They've played a lot of good teams this far this season, but just kind of scrappy guys. They're nothing, not really too in your face, growling, howling like dogs. But they're sporadic. They move around a lot. They fly around. Every single one of their football players is going 53 yards every play, sideline to sideline, and it's going to be a fun one. They move around a lot, but they're a good football team, but we're a good football team, especially in Lavelle.
It seems like I think SEC teams have come west of the Rocky Mountains something like 12 times in the history of the conference. I don't know. It's not very much, but do you guys see like getting an SEC team like Arkansas at home? Is that something of a showcase for the program, do you think?
I wouldn't say necessarily a showcase. I think being independent, we get the schedule of a lifetime. We never know who you get to play, and we expect everybody on our schedule has the opportunity to win a game. We've seen that this year. Is any Saturday you step out there in college football, any team can beat anybody. So it's fun to have a team kind of travel. We do a lot of the traveling because we're independent and we go out. So it's nice for everybody fly a couple hours and come down here to Provo and see what it's like over here. But Any team that gets a chance to come to Provo, they're lucky. It's not everybody gets the opportunity to come out here, but also experience our home crowd and what it's like to play the boys of Brigham in the Vel.
Thank you. Awesome.
See you guys.